So I'm reading Ancient Ashanti Chieftaincy by Ernest E. Obeng. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Are you jealous of what? I'm right by the ocean. I'm right by the ocean, I'm at the beach, and I'm actually 3.5 hours away from Accra. We have come all the way to Volta Region. I have never been to Volta Region before. This is the land of the Ewe people of Ghana. I've been someone that has actually been following my content for a while actually. And we got into conversation and she shared with me about her wonderful resort. So you'll see me here in a moment, but the resort is called Zen Palm Resort, and this area is called Tedba. So I'm learning a bit more about it, but from what we found out so far, it's an amazing community for fishing, for farming. I just feel the serene and just nice breezy vibes here. So I was so excited to check it out. So Zen Palm Beach Resort is being built at the moment, but we are still obviously going on site with the owner, who, as I said, is an African American lady who had an African dream to build this resort that is personalized for your wellness needs, your wellness and your well-being needs. I'm kind of on this wellness journey at the moment, you guys, where I'm just doing the best to, heal and just feel free and just be myself. So I'm excited to check out the resort with the owner herself. You'll meet her in a moment, but at the moment I'm just loving the area in itself. This community, it's so quiet and it's giving me like country vibes, and you guys know I love that. Pino and Lola are our beautiful dogs, part of the Zen Palms team.
Yeah,
they are so cool. They are the coolest members of the team, isn't it?
They really are.
And I'm here with my friend Nakiya, you guys. I told you, you guys will meet her. She's the owner of Zen Palms Beach Resort. And I just need to introduce this incredible woman to you because she's inspiring. I think anyone to follow a dream of moving from their, I guess, original or known habitat to a completely different environment to build something is inspiring. So
thank you.
Nakiya.
Chanel, darling.
And Lola. So we are in Volta Region. Thank you for being the first person to ever take me to Volta Region.
You're welcome. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Zen Palms Beach Resort. We'll get into it, but I want to get into you actually. Like,
sure.
How did you find Ghana?
So many things, especially this last trip.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I should start from the beginning when I first came to Ghana, which was in 2009. I came as a study abroad student, undergrad. This was like the first program that they had with my university that was in Africa, and I always just wanted to go. I had traveled quite a bit by that time, but I always wanted to go to Africa, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll do the Ghana program. So I was here for about 6 weeks and did an internship, and I just really loved it. To the tune, I was like going into my junior year at the time, and when I decided to change my whole career choice even too. I was pre-med student, but decided to get into international affairs work after my trip to Ghana. So went back, changed my major, everything in almost my junior year. So Ghana really literally changed my life.
Wow.
It changed the trajectory of my life, my career. I mean, so many things. And that was actually also when I met my co-founder, was during that trip too. He has a background in doing tours, like big tours and stuff. So I met him as a student.
And he's
pretty much, he's my fiance, soon to be my husband, but he's also the co-founder of the resort as well. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So very long history.
So I have noticed an influx, if I will call it that, of diasporans coming back home. I actually met someone one time and they said that Ghana is the gateway to Africa. That may be arguable, please. I don't want anyone to come for me for that, but you know, our beloved land is actually right in the center
of the world, literally.
So I get why people don't get that. And here's a very peaceful place, actually. I mean, it's not perfect. There's so much that needs to do, but where in the world is, you know? What has even that part of the fact that, you know, did you ever feel like maybe you had a connection to come back home because I guess deeply rooted, this is your home, you know? Just like you said, a lot of us in terms of diasporans, we always have that connection that something is missing, something is just unsettled. At least that's how it was for me. I didn't realize how unsettling it was until my first trip here, right? And it changed so much of my life, and it changed how I viewed the world too. You know what I mean? In terms of there's other ways of living. The American way, because I'm from the States, is not the only way to live your life, right? So it just opened me up a lot, and ever since then, I've just always wanted to come back. I knew even back then as a student that some way, somehow, I didn't know when, where, what universe, that I would probably end up living here or have some kind of residence here. I knew that back then. So the way things have just manifested over the years is just very interesting. It even surprises me. Would you ever move back to America?
I would. I would, but like you were saying earlier, you feel like you can hear some of the accent. So I feel like I picked up, I'm still learning the culture 100%. So this trip, I've been here for about a year. I permanently kind of moved back here in February, and I'm sure we'll get into why that happened. But just naturally, because phonetically, you just pick up some of the language, right? I don't speak Twi, at least not yet. I don't speak Ewe, but I want to learn, right? But I notice when I go back to the States to visit, my friends tell me I sound like because I'm you know, it just comes. You're so used to saying it now, so now I can kind of hear it. But yeah, it's just natural.
I like that. So we are walking down to the resort now.
Yes.
We are in Volta Region, as I shared before, and it's very important to Nakiya, obviously, but more importantly, Duncan, who's Nakiya's partner. Tell us more about the whole Volta Region.
Sure.
You know,
sure, especially like where we are now. So the Volta Region is quite large and largely unexplored too, right? Most people know Accra, you're visiting, you go to Cape Coast, you see the castle, you know, but the Volta has so much. It's very vast landscapes, there's mountains, there's beach. I mean, there's a lot here that most people don't really know because they don't venture out, right? So for us, this town is called Tegbe. It's off the Kita Lagoon, so we're about 2 hours from Accra. Thankfully, we have a fairly decent road to get here.
Very good, friend.
That
is so important.
It's very important. If you've never been to Ghana, trust me on that one.
It was such a smooth journey. I slept the whole way. I didn't feel much bumping.
It worked really well for us. So we're in one of the there's several small towns. We're on a little peninsula. We're probably about 45 minutes to an hour from Togo border. So we're on this. So this particular town is called Tegbe, right? It's a small town. It's a fishing and farming community. And this is our road, our main road into the site. So what's interesting, and we'll see it when we get closer, we're in the process of building an actual access road to our site. So literally, like, we have started on the project last year, May, so 2022. We got really serious about it. But the idea came about 3 years ago. 2021 is when we first kind of started talking about it, up until now. So it's just been a really interesting journey for sure. But as we were walking, I was pointing out, because Duncan's family is from this area. He grew up in Accra, but his family is from this area. This is actually his grandmother's home.
Ain't that awesome,
that has been here since either the 50s or 60s or something when they first built it. So there's a lot of history in the area for sure.
It looks so sturdy still as well. I mean, it's a simple home, right? But there's a lot. Living there or?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone is living there.
Okay. Because I think maybe, I don't know, this is just an idea in my head. I'm just like, if no one was living there, a nice, I don't know, museum or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that, so people can learn about the area.
Yeah. So,
you know.
it's interesting you brought that up because we plan to have like a dedication museum in the resort as well. So people can learn about this community. I've just learned so much just working on a project. So it's a lot to share, right? And maybe even I'll point out to as we're walking. So we're walking through like the village. We call it the village still. And you'll notice there's some local style homes and then there's some block homes, more modern homes. But this is a farm. I mean, it's really a farm. Even like this side, you can see there's, what is this? Yam and okra?
Yam!
Okay. Yeah.
Okra.
Oh, it's okra.
This is cassava.
Cassava.
Yeah, you can see the okra.
Yeah. So we came at a good time because it's harvesting season. So you'll see, even when we walked here earlier, all of the yam was fully up. They've already harvested it.
Yeah.
Within the last few hours. But yeah.
Do you know what I've noticed in this area as well? It's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, compared to like being in Accra, it's like when you're in London and it's just stuffy or whatever. I feel here it's just so, you can just feel the breeze coming from the ocean as well. So it'll be interesting to go on the site as we're obviously approaching now. Yeah. Because part of it is well-being. I think that's the main inspiration.
Definitely.
Well-being, wellness, which I'm really fully embracing that at the moment. That's where we met, Wellness Fest.
Yeah, that's exactly where we met.
And it feels like you know, I feel like a lot of us are kind of into our soft life, if you want to call it.
Our soft girl era.
Our soft girl era.
Yes.
And so wellness is a part of that. It's not just about, you know, the lavishness.
Right.
And showing off, you know, cute little rosé glasses like I like to do sometimes on Instagram. It's well-being, it's exercise, it's yoga, it's waking up in the morning and being by the ocean.
Yeah. It's mental health, mental awareness.
Mental health.
Yeah.
And so, checking out this place right now, I'm excited.
Yeah. And like you said, for me, the inspiration behind the resort, because just to give a little background, I used to be in international affairs. So I used to work for the U.S. government, federal government, for about 7 years.
Ooh.
I was in D.C. I was a Capitol Hill girl, totally different lifestyle, right? And it was definitely a rat race.
Yeah.
I fell into hospitality, which is why I'm so connected to the resort. About in 2015, I started in the Airbnb space. Very early Airbnb days. It was nowhere near
as it is now.
As trusting and big as it is now, right? But I was very early on in Airbnb, and I fell into it literally. My mother had a property, and I just kind of took it over. And just through that journey, that allowed me to become an entrepreneur. Eventually, you know, decided to leave the 9-to-5, took the risk, right? And I had always thought to come back to Ghana. Other cool thing about this area, which is great for us, especially connected to the resort, is it sits on top of a freshwater basin. So most of the plots here, you notice that they have boreholes. We call in the States wells. Yeah. So most of the homes here, they dig their own wells here, and they have freshwater access very easily. Yeah. And it's not salty. So it's very separate from, which is very unique, we've learned. To have a freshwater table next to the ocean. But it's cool. You know, it's very peaceful out here. Back to your wellness point, we wanted to make sure we were preserving what was here. We're not coming here to do a rah-rah beach club, because that's not the scene here.
It's a farming community.
Yeah.
A small community. Quiet, so serene.
Yeah, very.
Why would you want to take that away? And I'm just blown away with the amount of fruits that you get here. I mean, I think the resort, once established and opened, is definitely going to benefit from that.
Absolutely.
Like, you guys are going to come in here getting fresh watermelon.
Yep.
You're gonna get fresh orange. I don't know, coconut juice.
Yeah, a lot of juices. Yeah,
different types of fruits,
absolutely.
Tomatoes, all sorts. So
absolutely. So that's a big amenity as well of the resort that we are going to do farm to table, because we are literally in the farming. We are in a farm. This used to be farmland. Yeah. So we want to build community and work with the local farmers here, and make sure we're adding to the economic development of the area, which is key. Yeah. And then we're just giving our future guests and visitors the best, freshest food that they can find, literally from this soil. I mean,
absolutely really amazing.
Yeah.
So this is the site.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's walk in.
Let's walk in.
Okay, this is actually the site. Yes. It's kind of like a 2-plot.
Yeah.
My father built like a 5-bedroom house with a boss quarters. Then we decided to, when Nakiya, we just came here for like a visit. We came for like a funeral.
Oh, right.
So we discovered that we just walked to the beach. Then I just pointed out, oh, this is my dad's house. So we just like decided to like break it down when he brought the idea. So the idea was great. So I feel like I just have to support this idea, you know, because it's bringing light to the village, because a lot of people are here, you know, they work so hard. There are people here who have been to school, they have the skills, but there's no opportunity. So we're trying to create jobs here for them to come, and, you know, that's what we're doing. So we're trying to make sure, like, you know, you can come to Africa and you know, get things done. It's not like we welcome diaspora, anybody. I've also been in the tourist industry for a while, bringing people for like US, UK, stuff like that. So I've been in the space for quite long. So that's what actually we're trying to do. So I support the dream.
I absolutely
I support
do as well. I just feel that the vision of this place is well thought through, and it's for not just the diasporans who are looking for, you know, an escape or a holiday, but even the locals. They're going to benefit from this space.
Exactly.
And as you said, creating opportunities, etc.
Yes.
I think that's actually amazing. It feels so fresh here.
Very.
So fresh.
Very, yeah. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful sunset. It was sunrise in the early morning. It comes on, and it's nice. You can feel the calm, right? But it's not rocky in the water. You know, a lot of beaches sometimes have a lot of rock, but it's very nice.
So, one of the things I wanted to talk about is the investment into the resort.
Yes.
Like, transparency-wise.
Of course, yeah,
how much
absolutely.
do you put into your African dream projects?
Yeah, for me, this is literally a dream of mine, and for me, too, it's also like a love letter to my mother, right, this project. It was the inspiration for me. But so we're currently in design now, right? And we've committed about 200,000 or so US just to get it started. So we've been working on the project seriously since May of 2022.
Right.
No, May of 2023. Sorry, last year. May of 2023 is when we really got serious about it. So it's been over a year already. We've been working on it. We committed 200K, but based on our current design scheme that we have, we're looking to raise probably between 3.5 million up to 5 million if we decide to acquire another piece of property, which we're looking at now.
Okay.
If we have time, we'll get over there. So there's another site we've been looking at for maybe 7 months, and it's on the lagoon side. So a unique feature of being in this part of the Volta is there's ocean side, but there's also a lagoon, the Nakiya Lagoon, another really big freshwater area. And there's a site right on the water, right? So between the two, that would be our range.
Cool.
Yeah.
So 3.5 million Ghana cedis or dollars?
No, this is USD. Yeah, US
Wow.
dollar.
Okay, that's investment going into this project. Oh,
That's what we're looking at, yeah, between land acquisition, build, and to get all the infrastructure furnished, procurement, recruiting of all the staff. So we see it being around that figure.
And how do you feel that that's going to contribute to the Ghana economy?
Woo! Oh, in a major, major way.
Yeah.
But again, for us, we operate on 4 pillars, right? That was our basic values of the resort. Community, preservation of nature, sustainability, right? And a big part is the community.
Yeah.
So we've been engaging the farmers here, the local municipalities here since last year. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into building relationships in these small communities. If anybody ever is inspired by what we're doing, it can be done, but it does take time. You have to be patient, and you have to have somebody that knows the community, right?
Yeah.
In order to kind of break in like we have.
Yeah.
But yes, so we're doing a lot of engagement with the locals here.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I've collected a lot of shells out here.
Shell collecting.
Yeah, I have a lot.
Guys, it's like coming up to 4 o'clock, and this is the best time to be at the beach. Just the breeze, the sun is going to set in a minute.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. But Nakiya, you have given us a taste of true Africa, and I am here for it. You spoke about the African dream and what you're building.
Yes. Come down,
oh my God. The African dream and what you're building, and how this passion of yours is just super unique. I think the wellness aspect of it in particular is going to help a lot of people in Africa, our community.
Yeah.
Because you know how we are. Some of us really neglect that, well-being and wellness, and that's the most important thing. But we are rounding up, you guys, because we're going to find one chop back.
I definitely will.
I chop for 4 or something. I don't know.
We'll do some act play. Welcome to the area. We'll do something.
I mean, it's been a pleasure, and I'm so grateful that you brought me to your amazing place.
Well, thank you for having us
so much. Thank you, Nakiya, once again, and Duncan. I'm so sorry that I'm ending the video like this, you guys, but I don't often walk on the beach in trainers. But I want to just end it here, and thank you guys for watching. For more details, it's all in the description box as well, and how you can inquire, etc. And from me, Nakiya, and the rest of the team at Zen Palms, we see you on the next video.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you.